Some mothers in the animal world are extremely protective of their offspring. Although some may have had a hard time fending off attacks by voracious predators, most will try to protect their young to the best of their abilities. If you feel like cheering for moms, you're at the right place, as we count down 15 vicious moments when animal mothers saved their babies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that.
Number 15. Squirrels. Squirrel mothers are fiercely protective of their young. As a result, they'll seek out the greatest locations to raise their young, far from predators and the elements. Your moist, quiet, and dry attic can be great for a new mother and her babies. Squirrels make excellent moms, and if given the chance, will return for their young. Watch this mama squirrel make sure these crows don't harm her blind baby. She immediately goes and stands by its side and follows its every move to make sure the birds don't attack it. The crows are patient and insist, but the squirrel doesn't leave her youngster alone for 1 second. If a nest is discovered or disrupted, they can relocate the babies to a safer location. The gestation period of squirrel is around a month and a half. The female squirrel manages to seek for food and protect her nest while pregnant. This mother is fearless when she sees a crow approaching her tiny baby. She rushes to the crow several times to scare it off, but the crows don't scare off that easily. You can see the baby squirrel just pop out onto the grass, not aware of the threat since Mama is doing such a good job of defending it. She'll stockpile food for the coming months while still eating enough to feed her growing babies and replenish her own nutrients in preparation for breastfeeding them once they're born. Because the male squirrels refuse to assist her, she'll be busy. Squirrels are cooperative with one another in general. However, they do not reside in groups. The exceptions to this norm are ground squirrels, who are quite communal, and squirrels who like to nest together for warmth. Even then, they do not share meal services. Each squirrel is intended to establish a region of his or her own. A female squirrel will decide to build a new nest during this time if she believes her current location is undesirable or unsafe for her offspring. In this video, this mother squirrel moves her babies from the rooftop to a better and safer location. It's comforting to see that such a small animal is so loving and caring with her offspring. Number 14. Buffalo. Like most mammals, buffalo give birth to live calves. They normally only have one calf at a time, and the female will carry it for 9 to 11 months before giving birth. After birth, a buffalo calf will stay with its mother for 3 years. Female calves will remain with the female herd, while male calves will be moved to an all-male herd. Females become pregnant every other year. The mama buffalo in this video is fearless when a lioness snatches her calf. The buffalo goes straight for the lioness holding the calf, notwithstanding the fact that there are another 4 lionesses that could jump her at any second. For some reason, they don't, and the buffalo comes out of the bush with her calf unscathed. Kudos for the mama buffalo on this one. What a demonstration of extreme courage and bravery. This leopard gets a piece of its own medicine when it tries to kidnap this buffalo calf. The mother immediately attacks the leopard, pounding into it with its horns. The leopard has no other choice but to abandon the hunt before it becomes the hunted. A Cape buffalo has just given birth to a newborn calf in this incredible footage, shot in Kenya's Lamala Conservancy. The mother successfully defends her young calf against a clan of spotted hyenas. The hyenas can get a brief bite on the calf every now and again, and you can hear the calf bellowing when this happens. Despite the predator's repeated attempts, or the fact that the mother is surrounded, the hyenas are stopped at every turn. The mothers fight valiantly to protect her calf until the calf's heightened bellowing alerts the buffalo herd to come to her aid. Surprisingly, the calf grew stronger by the minute as it becomes more at ease on its legs. When buffalo decide to work together, they can be so effective, making it impossible for most predators to have a successful hunt. Number 13. Bird. Some birds are not very big, but that doesn't mean they won't do everything in their power to protect their young. This little bird doesn't seem to care how big this crow is, and it's doing what it can to distract the crow, so the black bird lets go of her baby. The crow is much bigger, but it can't concentrate on trying to kill the little bird because the mother is attacking it. The mother eventually charges the crow and manages to free her baby. What an exceptional feat, considering that there are 2 crows against this much smaller bird. The baby remains vulnerable, but for now, it's still alive. Woodpecker moms don't have the best reputation when it comes to motherhood. I'm not sure if this woodpecker mom is an exception or if the rumors are false, but she sure does give this squirrel something to think about when the squirrel tries to kidnap her baby. The woodpecker attacks from all angles and doesn't quit until the squirrel has had enough and flees. Number 12. Wild pigs. Feral hogs' capacity to start breeding at a young age, breed all year, and breed quickly all contribute to the population's rapid growth. After giving birth, The single working mom, so, is fiercely protective of her offspring. The first time mom doesn't want anyone getting close to her piglets. She's overly protective, and you can see how defensive she is when someone tries to get too close. This mama pig doesn't want this lizard to get too close to her family, so she immediately lets the lizard know it's not welcome. I'm not sure what you think, but I think mom has some serious facial hair issues, and I'm guessing a few sessions in the electrolysis room wouldn't do her any harm. I feel bad for the poor hog that works hard all day long and must come back to this at night. I'm just saying. Number 11. Warthog. Female warthogs reside in matriarchal groups termed sounders, which consist of 1 or 2 adult females and their offspring. The females will leave the sounder to give birth in a separate burrow since they are very protective mothers. Leopards enjoy hunting vulnerable young warthogs. They're simple to capture, tasty, and will temporarily fulfill the large cat's need. This leopard wastes no time in pursuing this baby warthog, but it gets a surprise of its own when the baby's mom comes ramming into the leopard. However, the mom's offensive output is not potent enough to slow down the skilled cat, and he walks away with his prize just the same. Now it's time to add a little salt and pepper and some Italian vinaigrette to complete the recipe. Female warthogs can have up to 8 young at a time after a 6-month gestation period, though they usually only produce 2 or 3. The young warthogs are known as piglets. Mother warthogs are gentle and protective of their offspring. Warthogs are strong little creatures who aren't easy to dispatch. This is brilliantly depicted in this next clip when a cheetah is hunting a baby warthog, and just as the cheetah appears to have claimed its prize, the mother warthog appears out of nowhere and rushes the cheetah, hurling it into the air. When the cheetah reaches the ground, it puts an end to the chase and flees like a scary cat. In the next video, these warthogs challenge this cheetah, but does not appear to be in the mood to fight and only hisses at the wild pigs, but nothing occurs. Even predators like the cheetah, I suppose, need a rest now and again. Number 10. Duck. Ducks are no different than chickens when it comes to protecting their young. They will stand and fight any intruder, big or small. Duck mothers are also very protective of their hatchlings, chasing away larger waterfowl and anyone who tries to approach them. To lay their eggs, they construct intricate feathered nests. In this video, a seagull targets this duck's little baby ducklings, and her mama duck immediately sets up a couple of anti-aircraft missiles and fires into the air. The seagull is warned and calls off the aerial raid. Watch how aggressive this duck becomes towards this heron when the heron stands at a short distance from her ducklings. The heron is much bigger than the duck, but the duck doesn't give a hoot about that. She charges the heron from all sides until the annoying bird takes off. This duck doesn't waste any time striking this bird when it lands right next to her ducklings. The bird doesn't know what hit it and it takes off immediately, avoiding the wrath of the duck. Number 9. Bear. Mama bears are extremely protective of their cubs, and a bear is not exactly the ideal animal to attack when you're looking for food. The mama bear in our first video has another problem. Her cub is trapped in a yard and she's trying to get him out of there. She demonstrates great ability, holding her balance on the fence with her hind legs as she tries picking the little guy up with her front paws. It's not easy to do, but after a little thinking, Mama Bear found an area where the fence was slightly lower. Hence, she was able to climb over and reunite with her cub. That's one crafty mom. This Mama Bear seems to be relaxing with her 2 cubs, but she keeps an eye on what seems to be an intruder. She makes sure all her bases are covered in case of a surprise assault. The cubs stay behind their mother and don't move an inch. Meanwhile, these photographers take pics without worrying for 1 second if any of the bears decide to run after them. This female polar bear finds this male is getting too close for comfort to her cub and lets the Varroa bear know it. The male doesn't seem overly aggressive, and perhaps it just wants to be friends, but the mother doesn't take a chance and remains close to her cub. Number 8. Moose. Moose, unlike deer, are normally not afraid of humans. Therefore, they won't flee just because you're there. If they feel threatened, moose, like most other animals, will defend their young and their territory. This mother moose immediately fends off a coyote attack and makes sure the coyote doesn't get close to her calf. If the moose gets close to the coyote, it can injure it and perhaps even kill it. This mama moose sees a bear approaching, and instead of fleeing with her calves, it decides to chase the bear, and the bear flees. But as soon as the moose turns around to walk away with her calves, the bear realizes he's the predator and begins to walk towards the moose and her family once again. The moose sees this and charges the bear once again, but the bear follows them until they reach a rest area, where the moose chases the bear away once and for all. In this night sequence, a wolf tries to get a hold of a calf, but the mother is resilient and it stomps on the wolf, missing it, but still making its presence felt. The wolf manages to get close to the calf, but it's simply not enough to make the kill. This mother is fierce and tireless as she protects her calf from a pack of wolves. She must deal with several wolves attacking from all sides, and she manages to fend them off one by one. This must be extremely exhausting, but she doesn't stop for 1 second. The wolves are stubborn and they absolutely want that calf, but it's not happening if the mother is there. I'm just wondering why they don't just attack the mother. I mean, there are quite a few of them, and maybe they would have a better chance, unless they don't feel like they'd be able to. Number 7. Cheetah. Cheetahs are excellent moms, caring for their children until they reach adulthood, which is normally between the ages of 2 or 3. Cheetah cubs will nurse for up to 3 months before beginning to consume meat at the age of 3 weeks. After only a few days, a mother cheetah shields her babies from predators by transferring them to different locations so that other animals don't locate them. It would be as if you were relocating every few days. In this video, a male lion smells this cheetah's cubs, and the cheetah mother knows she's no match for the might of the lion. However, she knows she's faster than he is, so she lures him away from her cubs and makes sure he's chasing her instead of them, because she has the speed to get away. This cheetah mother doesn't back off from a few hyenas when they threaten her cub. She stands her ground and threatens them. The hyenas are not that bothered with the threats, but they don't insist either. This cheetah makes sure this hyena keeps its distance from her cubs. She slowly walks in the direction of the hyena and keeps facing it, making sure the hyena doesn't make any wrong moves. Number 6. Topi. This Topi mother chases these jackals away from her newborn baby, and at one point, the baby seems injured, lying on the floor. But when the mother approaches it, the baby gets up and walks normally. I guess the jackals will have to wait for a better opportunity another time. Number 5. Leopard. A new leopard mother guards her cubs with vigilance against predators lurking just beyond the den. She produces guttural noises as a warning to fend off nearby predators, alert and ready. If she does not keep a close check on the pups, big animals like lions and other carnivores will make an easy meal of them. This eagle makes a huge mistake when it decides to attack a leopard cub. Mom is on its way back and immediately notices what is going on, so it doesn't take long for her to attack the eagle and kill it. It's survival of the fittest in the bush. Number 4. Bison. Despite their size, bison are so dangerous that only a few wolf packs are ready to attack them. A bison may easily kill or seriously injure a wolf, and bringing a bison down necessitates a great deal of hunting cooperation. When bison feel danger, they normally flee. But when predators approach without notice, they build a layered circle of defense. Males form an outside ring around the females, and the females form an inner ring around the calves. A pair of wolves pursue a bison and her calf throughout the woodlands. To survive, a bison calf must learn how to fight. With a lot of help from its mother, the two fend off the wolves as the chase continues deep into the forest. But the bison mother never leaves her calf unattended or unprotected. Number 3. Impala. Impalas don't have any defense mechanisms to protect themselves, so when a predator decides to hunt their young, there isn't much they can do. However, when this baboon approaches this impala's calf, the impala runs around the baboon in circles, making the monkey dizzy. So much so, it can't remember why it was there in the first place and decides to leave. Number 2. Baboon. Female baboons work together to raise their young and are just as protective of their friends' offspring as they are of their own. Mothers are also observed delivering small lessons and demonstrations to groups of baby baboons, as well as sharing lunch with a large number of other baboons in the area. Baboons can be aggressive, and they are equipped with large fangs, so when it's time to protect their young from a predator like the leopard in this video, baboons don't hesitate to go for it. The baboons call on the rest of the troop, and they chase the big cat away. Baboons often work together when danger is on the horizon. Number 1. Giraffe. For the first week of their lives, baby giraffes remain quite close to their mothers. For food and security, they rely on their mother. During this time, she protects both herself and the calf. When a mother giraffe goes out to eat, her baby is placed in a nursery group for protection. This poor giraffe calf is badly injured after breaking one of its lower legs. You can see the hoof on its leg hanging while it tries to get closer to its mother. After its mother analyzes the situation, she remains close to make sure the roaming hyenas do not try anything to make the calf's situation worse. This pride of lions is targeting this calf, but its mom stands in their way. She even advances towards the felines and threatens them. An adult giraffe can do a lot of damage when striking a lion if it connects. We have seen mothers demonstrate why their presence is so important and detrimental to their offspring's development and protection. My favorite was the cheetah mother and how she used her speed to lure the lion somewhere else so she could protect her cubs. Well, that's our countdown of 15 vicious moments when animal mothers saved their babies. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.